There are as many opinions out there about what a robot is or what the definition of a robot is as there are people working with robots. It is for that reason that I decided not to try and define a robot, but simply tell you about what our journey is going to be like with the Halfabot and what you are getting yourself into if you already bought or are still considering buying one. The Halfabot is not just a robot, it is a set of lessons, tutorials, videos, and a supporting community that will help you explore the fascinating world of robotics. The thing that makes robotics so interesting is that it has elements from a lot of fields that are combined to make a robot. Fields like electronics, programming, physics, mechanical engineering and design, to name a few. Even art. Who does not want a pretty robot? The tutorials and hardware is broken up into modules, and each module will be broken up into sections. These sections will cover building the hardware, the underlying electronics theory, and also a discussion of the programming. Some mechanical and other theory might also be thrown into the mix just to make things interesting. With each module you'll learn a bit more, and if you are inspired to create your own modules and share it with the community, you are encouraged to do so. The Halfabot is far from finished. New modules are constantly being developed and brought online, so check back often. You won't really need a lot of prior knowledge. I am going to try and teach you as much as possible, but remember that search engines and the community are your friends. So, as you can see, I've got a couple of Halfabots and a production prototype here, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what we are looking at. Here is one of my test platforms. As you can see, I've got a PCB on here where I was testing some hardware and software for a specific purpose. The Halfabot board is laid out as follows. We've got the microcontroller, a USB port, an H-bridge, the connectors for the motors and for the battery, a power supply, a big honking capacitor, and this is just some resistors that are in a very neat package. We've got a bumper for left and right bumping, and the battery goes underneath the board with space for all sorts of expansions and more modules and more interesting things that will happen. This guy is called Bob, as you can see, and this was one of the early development prototypes of the Halfabot. This is the most up-to-date Halfabot at the moment. This is the one that I use primarily to test out new modules and to make the videos and recordings from. Right, so if you want to roll your own Halfabot, you can get most of what you need from the GitHub link down in the description of the video. The schematic and board layout is available if you want to make your own board from VeroBoard or something similar, or if you want to do experimentation on your own robot. You can also buy a loose PCB. You will then need a form of PIC programmer to get the bootloader onto the PIC. But if you buy the complete kit, you will have everything. And that's it. Let us start our journey.